Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Small Talk, Bigger Ideas. I am your host, Neil Lopez, and on this podcast, I interview other fellow creatives and see what's going on in their part of the world and their creativity and what they're doing right now as far as that goes. And we just chit chat, we just have some freestyle conversations, just basically small talk, and hopefully you'll learn some things that will inspire you and motivate you to explore your creativity and give you some bigger ideas. So today's guest is none other than the Shelfman. The Shelfman. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. I don't even know your real name.
I don't really shout it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
No, it's fine. It's Jordi. It's
Jordi.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm from the Netherlands, so
yeah,
it's kind of a popular name there.
Gotcha. So the Shelfman, we'll just refer to you as that from here on out for the listeners and the viewers. So thank you so much for coming on to this podcast. I know we've had to reschedule a couple of times, but I'm glad that we're on finally. So you're in the Netherlands.
Yes.
How are things going over your way as far as this whole mess that we've got going on with this pandemic and whatnot?
Well, I mean, just as good as in the rest of the world, I guess. Politicians don't really know what they're doing anymore. They're just guessing at this point, just blaming each other. But other than that, it's pretty much the same,
So it's pretty much the same thing over there, just politicians being politicians?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Gotcha,
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. I'm hoping we can get back to some sort of normalcy or whatever that was before all of this stuff. So how has that affected, what you do? You have a YouTube channel.
Right.
You are a creative. You do a lot of different things on your channel. So how has everything that's been going on affected you? I like to get perspectives from, different people in different parts of not only my country, but other countries as well. Right,
of course. For my personal channel, it hasn't really changed anything. Normally what I do is I make things. I make video games. And I make videos about that. And I was always in my room for that. So that doesn't really change anything. But with a friend of mine, I started a community and a channel called Outcast Creatives, where we make a new short film every single month, and we had to stop that. So that's sad. But it made us realize that although we've learned a lot while making a film every month, it is also stopping us from spending a lot of time on it and actually learning what we can do better in the next one and making something better every time, because you're always pressured to make something in that month,
Right, gotcha. So it allows you to step back, take some perspective, but also I can understand how that's also an offset that maybe that's good, well, definitely good from what you're saying, but also I know how it is with me. When I have an idea, I definitely want to put it down and get it created, so that can be tough. But so everything else going pretty good your way, I guess?
Yeah. I'm working on some fun projects, making new things. People seem to like it, so I'm excited.
Gotcha. So tell the listeners and the viewers about your channel specifically. Like, what do you do on your channel?
So I spend a week or two making a silly video game that makes no sense, or it's just stupid, very random. And then I make a video about how stupid that is. And it sounds kind of weird, but imagine things like making a fishing game because my friend is obsessed with fishing, or making a game that resets every time someone follows my Twitter or something. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
And the project I'm working on now that I'm hoping to release a video of soon is I have this drone, and I thought maybe it could be funny to have that drone be voice controlled. So it moves as far as I want if I tell it to move forward a certain amount. So,
gotcha.
That's pretty cool.
So kind of like almost role playing, sort of. Sometimes like a scenario. Except you're given the commands.
Yeah, sure. I just tell the drone forward 50, and it goes forward for 50 centimeters, which is like 2 feet, I think, something like that.
Gotcha. So are these games like just for your personal use, just to say you created them and stuff like that?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
If I normally I don't really have a finished product because it's more about the joke or just to show something stupid. But
Oh,
sometimes I
gotcha.
make something that's actually finished,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like to have to share it. So that fishing game I talked about before, it's actually an
Mm-hmm.
app on Google Play Store
Oh,
that people
wow.
can play. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool. That's cool. That's definitely like some sort of gratification besides just personal if other people can play it, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
So,
going for in the end. So yeah.
okay, yeah, I was going to ask you, is that ultimately what you want is to create games that people can play?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Cool.
working on a bigger project right now that I'm guessing will take a few years, but it's a computer game, so that's gonna be fun.
Awesome. Awesome. So, what inspires you? Like, why? What made you want to just do stuff just for entertainment, just for a laugh, and just to, you know, be a little happier creating something? Is that why did you decide to do those?
Well, I create stuff for as long as I can remember. Really, it's how um, it's basically part of how I live. I see something and I get an idea and I'm like, I need to make this. I'm always creating. That's how I keep myself busy, how I make myself happy, all that.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Something that you're passionate about, right?
yeah, exactly.
And
I'm
and
really
that if it can,
passionate.
and then if it could be fun and you like it, then that's all the better, right?
Exactly. That I mean, that's the dream, right?
Right, right. So let me ask you, as far as a YouTube channel, is that pretty much? I've looked at your channel before, regretfully, so I haven't had a chance to look at it lately. But is it mostly you creating the fun games and then making the videos, or to why they're stupid, or so you think they're stupid?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Any other new plans besides the computer game for your channel? Like what do you? Well, let me ask you first. I kind of know I'm getting the sense of why you started your channel and what the content is. So, what's your ultimate goals with your channel? Just to spread laughter and fun,
Yeah,
which is a
that's
great
kind
thing.
of
Which is a great thing.
right. Yeah, yeah. It changed every now and then, but at the moment, I'm very happy with just making funny content. People just giving people like 5 to 10 minutes of something that they'll really enjoy and they'll look back on thinking, "Wow, that was fun.
Right,
I would like to see more of this."
right,
Just
right.
to give people some time off, you know. I like
Yeah,
seeing videos that make me feel that way. So yeah,
right. I love videos that can make me laugh, even if
yeah,
it's just a couple of times. I think the world needs more of that right now for sure.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So your channel, go ahead and tell the folks, and we'll say it again at the end, but go ahead and tell them what it is so they can check it out.
It's just look up on YouTube the Shelfman,
Okay,
and that's how you find me for sure. Yeah.
gotcha, gotcha. So with the channel, what made you want to start it besides just providing laughter and funniness? What made you say, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel? Is it because you wanted to share those games mostly, or you wanted to make people laugh? Like, what's your objective for your channel, and where do you see your channel going maybe in the next year or two?
All right. Well, I started this video game kind of stuff about 6 months ago, but I started making YouTube videos about 10 years ago on
Oh,
different
wow.
channels.
Okay.
So I was a little kid. I was like 11 years old or something. You know, I had no
Yeah.
idea what I was doing, but yeah, no, just a friend and I just made stupid parody things. We just wanted to laugh ourselves, and then put that on YouTube. And later,
Right.
it just turned into some sort of obsession of making something that I thought was fun and then sharing it, hoping other people would find it fun too. And now that I look back on it, it's like, why did I ever think that was fun? You know? But I
Right,
had a
right.
good time making it. I don't know if you
That's
have that too.
Yeah, that's the most part for me is like I enjoy sharing my information that I have, whether it helps a few or a lot. I think if it helps one person at the end of the day, or in your case, if it makes one person laugh, it's all worth it. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And I think a lot of times people who start YouTube channels start them for the wrong reasons. So I definitely like your mission that you're
Yeah,
doing to basically make folks laugh because, again, we need a lot more of that. So that's pretty
agreed.
cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. So Netherlands, that's That's pretty far away from me, of course. 6 hour time difference. How's the weather there? How's it going? Is it like fall yet there?
It's well, it's been great the past few days, and suddenly it started raining really bad, and it's cloudy, and it's kind of sad all day. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm hoping that it's gonna be summer or something soon because I miss it already.
Oh yeah, yes. It's fall. It's starting to be fall here now. I'm in South Carolina, USA, and
Really?
In the summer the heat is ridiculous because of the humidity, but it's starting to be fall here now. So forgive my ignorance. Where is the Netherlands in correlation to, like, I don't know. I have no idea about the Netherlands, so I'm just trying to give folks perspective of where you're at in case they don't know. Where's that like
Right.
close to, like, a big name wise? Not that it's not a big name. I just
No, I
don't
get
know where
what
it's
you
at.
mean.
So I'm projecting my stupidity.
Oh my god, yeah. No, so do you know, like, it's between the UK and Germany, basically.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's the
Gotcha.
little country that's like, hey guys, I'm also here.
Yeah,
So,
gotcha. I
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. So what do you do for fun besides the video games and making those and sharing those on YouTube? Like, as a creative, are there any other things that you're interested in? It's like, are you interested in a lot of maybe videography or photography? Do you do any things of that sort?
Well, actually, making video games is one of my greatest passions, but also hobbies. So that makes it a lot easier to do it a lot. But no, I edit, and I edit short films or just YouTube videos for other people, all that. But I love watching a lot of movies, you know. But
Right.
yeah, no, I also do karate, for example, 2 times a week, and that's something a hobby.
Good
that
stress
I've been doing.
reliever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's meeting up with a family, you know,
Right,
just
right.
having fun for an hour or two for 2 times a week. So
I got you. We're going to come back to karate, but I actually seen one of your short films several months ago. I think you did
You
it
did?
with a friend. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
Which one?
yeah.
Do you remember?
I don't remember. I swear I seen it though. It was a little short that you did with a couple of friends.
Okay.
That there was more than yourself in the short film.
Was I even in it? I don't think I was in it.
I think you were, if I'm not mistaken. You were either in it or you shot it, or you have a very brief moment in it.
I think no. There's like one short film that I'm in that that was all by myself, but there was no one else in it. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think the rest of the short films I was part of making it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I definitely need to check some of them out then. And are they on your channel as well?
They're on the other YouTube channel, Outcast Creatives, but there's also
Okay.
2 of them on my personal channel. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I need to check them out then. And coming back to karate, have you watched
Yeah.
Cobra Kai, the new Cobra Kai?
No, I've been planning to. I just finished watching Lucifer, and I'm kind of trying to
gotcha.
relax from the show because I've been watching too much.
Oh, yeah.
I binged the whole show in like a month or something. So
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I started Cobra Kai when it was on YouTube Premium a couple of years ago, and
really?
I couldn't get into it. And then it came out on Netflix. I was like, all right, let me give it another spin. And it's actually really good. I'm like eager for season 3 because they
Nice.
got all the older people, like everybody, coming
Right,
back to
right.
it. And I know it's not really a part of this talk and creativity, but you mentioned karate, and I didn't know if you've seen the show because it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see it. Seems really fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
everybody's raving about it, apparently. So I see it all the time online. I'm like, yeah, I started watching it 2 years ago. I never finished though. So as far as your games, I know you were talking about earlier the inspiration, like if a friend loves fishing or something like that, or if you give a drone a command. How long does that take you to do something like that, to put together a game?
It really depends on the idea. For example, that game about the friend that liked fishing, it took me 3 days to make the whole game, because I knew exactly what I wanted, and I knew it was a really simple concept. Really, you just have a dude that's sitting on the side, and you are a platform trying to have fish bounce on the platform until they are, caught or whatever, and they disappear.
Gotcha.
And it's just an infinite game like that, and it's really simple. But I also have games that take weeks or a month to make, and
Right.
it really depends on what I'm making and what the idea is. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I've never met someone that creates games. So obviously, if you've never done it before, it can be a hard process. So, like, if someone that is listening wanted to start creating games, how would you tell them to start? Essentially, even if it's just something basic, like you're saying.
I'd say definitely watch tutorials and don't be scared by how difficult it may seem at first. Just have an idea and try to make a piece of that, and don't get discouraged. Just keep going. Just keep trying, for sure. Yeah.
Right, right. So even if you start off with something basic, gradually you'll get better and better, just like with anything, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. You can't
Yes.
start making the next AAA game from the first moment you start. You know that's not gonna happen.
Right. So I would think mobile games probably would be easiest to start with. Is that correct?
You'd think that. To be honest, that mobile game that I made is playable on PC as well because the controls are the same. But if you're doing specific things on mobile, it's actually a lot harder.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'd say just make a simple platformer. Make Mario. That's really, you learn so many basic things while making Mario. Yeah, I'd say that.
Gotcha. So, I used to tell my daughter all the time that, hey, you need to get out of those games so much. And then I realized there's people that make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year if they're good, making video games, playing video games.
Yeah.
So, do you compete at all or anything like that with different games?
No, I wish. I used to play a game with friends, and one of those friends wanted to set up a team. It was Counter-Strike. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And he wanted to set up a team, and he invited me. And then I realized, oh yeah, of course, I'm terrible at video games. I like playing them, but I've never been good at them.
Right.
So I play a lot of video games, or at least not as much now anymore, but I used to. And I'm not great at any of them, but I don't spend thousands of hours playing them anyway. So.
Right. And that's probably something that you got to do if you're going to compete.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Yeah. Hey,
I
used to
play
talk.
so much.
Oh, yeah. My daughter has a handful of games that she likes to play, and I used to get on to her about it, but I'm like, you know what? Just let them be kids and let them have fun,
Yeah.
She's a good
I'd
kid.
say
She
that.
doesn't get in any trouble. She consumes YouTube and video games, so I'm okay with that.
It could have
Totally.
been all much worse.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I could have troubles out of her. Thank God I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never met someone that actually makes games. That's pretty neat. That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So you did mention earlier that you had a game that's in the Play Store. Do you just distribute your games for free just so people can enjoy them, or do you plan on maybe later creating some games that may cost a little bit so you can, make some income off of that?
I like giving it out for free so that people can enjoy it. But this project that I'm working on, the bigger project that I think will take a few years, I'd like to eventually, if it turns out to be something good, I'd like to sell that. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there any hints you can give anyone about what that game is?
Yeah, I already posted a devlog on it on my channel, and I will.
Okay.
So it's not really a secret. It's basically, I don't know, are you familiar with the game Stardew Valley?
I am not.
Okay, it's basically a 2D life simulator game where you control a farm and you meet people in a town, and it's just very relaxing. And I thought maybe it's fun to have that game be in space, sort of. So I wanted a relaxing game in space, and sure, there's danger and all that, but it's all about exploration and just having fun and all that,
That's cool. That sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, because space exploration is something that's starting to become more prevalent. Not just going to different planets from what I see, but I watched that movie Ad Astra with Brad Pitt, and
Oh, right. Yeah.
there were people colonizing the moon and colonizing other planets, and I'm like, man, this is so weird, but yet probably so true. Shortly.
Right.
People want to get off this planet, and Elon Musk, he wants to colonize Mars, and God almighty.
Can
if
you
there's
blame
anybody,
them?
no, I can't blame him at all. Like, I want to go. I think I want to go. But yeah, that sounds like a really cool game.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm excited
Something
for it.
that's not typical. And that's, I guess that's a part of being creative too, right? Thinking outside of the box and thinking, hey, can I create something cool, not typical, that people, would be excited about and enjoy?
Yeah, for
And that
sure.
sounds like one of those things. So maybe we can revisit when the game launches, even if it takes a couple
I
of years.
surely hope so. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
definitely.
awesome.
Definitely, for sure. So anything else in the pipeline that that is creativity based that you may want to share, or just that's kind of like what you're working on right now?
No, that's mainly what I'm working on right now. I have a bunch of ideas for smaller projects. I'm thinking with maybe a friend of mine is really good with drawing, so we were thinking with maybe cloning some games and then mixing it up and making it all weird and stuff, and that way fun. Like we take an actual classic and we modernize it, but also change it in a way so that people would be interested in either playing or just watching the video. But
Right.
no, overall it's mainly that game, the Stardew Valley kind of game,
Right on, right on. Any more short films in the works, or are you kind of taking a break because you can't go and do all that stuff right now?
Well, we're actually in the editing process. I finished the first picture lock for a short film, but it's Dutch, so
Ah,
that's the thing. I'm actually just the editor and the VFX artist for it, so I
okay.
haven't written it or anything. But there's still other ideas that are going through our minds, and we might work on at some point soon. But
right on.
that's
Right.
about it. Yeah.
What's your video editor of choice?
Sorry, video editor
What's
of
your
choice.
video editor of choice?
I am a big fan of Premiere Pro. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I don't like Premiere. I really don't.
No?
No, I use
Final
Final Cut mostly for the YouTube, and then I plan on actually doing a short film late October, like a thriller suspense, and I have been trying to learn color grading as much as I can in DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I tried that. I can't find my way around it much, but
Really?
I didn't really give it a chance yet, maybe. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's an excellent tool, and I'm just rocking the free version.
Yeah.
But I'm learning a lot. It's all about layers with that
Right.
program, not just one base grade. It's about separating everything, your skin tones, your highlights, your shadows, blah, blah, blah.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Stuff of that nature, really.
I don't wanna sleep.